Hello and welcome to the Cellcom Lab. I'm Brandon and I'm joined today by Jeremy Huck. He is our Cellcom IoT sensor expert. Today we're here to talk to you about the long-range wireless water temperature sensor. We're going to go through the different components that make up this sensor, and then Jeremy's also going to show us how to install this sensor. Lastly, we'll put on a little bit of a demonstration showing how this sensor works within the entire ecosystem, from the cradle point to the sensor gateway to the sensor right to your phone. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to Jeremy so he can kind of discuss the different components that make up this sensor.
Thanks, Brandon. Well, thank you for joining us today. This is the Cellcom IoT, as Brandon has said, long-range temperature sensor, water temperature sensor. Many of these sensors have the same types of enclosures, as you can kind of tell if you watched other videos. And this one has a 3-foot temperature probe on it. They can range anywhere from 3 feet up to 100 feet depending on the use case. All of them will always come with a RF antenna, and this RF antenna will of course go back to the wireless sensor gateway using the Cellcom internet connection from a cradle point, uploading this information, sensor information to the cloud, and then getting your alerts via text, email, mobile app, as well as on the website. So with that being said, we're going to showcase here being able to detect a temperature spike. We had it set at 65 degrees, so if the temperature falls below 65 degrees, it will alert us. Right now we have it set up on the mobile app to send us an alert that has fallen below that 65-degree threshold that we had set. And with a lot of these sensors, depending on the type, they come with various screws for mounting, wall mount screws, the wall mount. If it is a consumer version, it has the screws on the housing that it goes on there, and then adhesives as well. So for this, we're going to be using an adhesive that will stick onto the side here, and we'll just submerge this into the fish tank that we have here.
Yes, we get to have some fun with some dry ice today, which is supposed to trigger that notification to alert my cell phone that the water temperature has dropped. So Jeremy's going to install this sensor quickly here, and then we are going to demonstrate exactly how the water temperature works within that entire IoT ecosystem of sensors.
And for safety purposes, we do have some safety glasses just in case.
Absolutely, safety first. All right, well, Jeremy's installing that. I'm going to grab some of our dry ice.
Okay, so now that we have the sensor off here, we will stick it on the side here. And one thing to note is make sure that you have it in the on position, which we do. And then we'll put the probe here into the water. Okay.
Excellent. So we have the probe in the water. The water has been sitting here for a few hours and is at room temperature. So the water is probably just a little over 70 degrees. We're going to now drop some dry ice in the water tank and watch that water temperature plummet and see how our IoT sensors go to work from there.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And then I will note that on this sensor here, the light will be flashing as soon as it's picking up a temperature difference.
Excellent. All right. Well, let's do this.
All right.
So we're just waiting here to see for the notification. And typically, Jeremy, how long does it take a notification to be sent from the sensor gateway to your device? And do you have any control over that?
So Brandon, depending on when it hits that threshold, if assuming that it hits it right now, it'll be a matter of a second to send it this, probably a second to the cloud, so probably within a matter of seconds you'll be able to receive it. With a lot of this, of course, because we're using a phone, there's a lot of aspects. So there's cellular, there's RF to the gateway, and then USB to the cradle point, and then from the cradle point, cellular connection to the cloud, and then from the going through the service to your phone. So yeah, just a matter of seconds.
Excellent. So we have the dry ice going to work now. We have the parameter set at 65 degrees, so this water temperature should be breaching that parameter limit shortly, and within a matter of seconds we should be receiving a text message notification from our IoT water temperature sensor. Excellent, and it looks like just received a notification here. Let's check it out. Sensor water temperature has dropped below 65 degrees. Excellent. So again, one of the beautiful things about the IoT sensors is, I could be at the grocery store, getting that notification on the elements affecting my business, my products, my potential warehouses, things of that nature. Jeremy, have you worked with any businesses that have used this sensor specifically, and how have they used it, and how has it helped them?
Some of the use cases, Brandon, that this could be a water temperature sensor could be valuable is maybe like at a city pool or maybe a hotel, monitoring the temperature for guests, making sure the water temperature doesn't go too high, too low, and being able to get alerts, making sure that everybody's safe and making adjustments as needed. Excellent.
Yeah, sounds like one of the IoT sensors that it would be very, very useful for a lot of businesses and have a plethora of different business applications. And with that, that'll conclude our video today on the IoT sensor for water temperature. If you like this video, if you got a lot out of this video, we have tons more. Please look below. We have additional links to other IoT sensor training videos. Again, I'm Brandon Storch. Thank you for joining us. And we have Jeremy Huck, our IoT expert. Thanks again.